Well, chances are you are looking for something to read while you're at home. So how about something new by award-winning journalist and best-selling author Mitch Albom? He has a new story that he's sharing with readers, and you can get it now. Mitch Albom joins us live via Skype to talk about the book and more. Thanks for taking time to be with us. How are you?
Hi, Jason. How you doing?
Pretty good. Holding up. How are you on your end?
Same thing. Locked down, but very grateful for all the things we have, and we're doing just fine.
Tell us about the book.
Well, so, I have Say Detroit, obviously, the charity here in Detroit. We do a lot of things already with COVID-19. And I started to hear from readers who read my books around the world asking me if I could write something inspirational or hopeful. And I thought, well, maybe I can do something like that and help my hometown of Detroit at the same time. So I'm basically writing a short book, a novella, 1 week at a time, and putting it up online for free. I know that novelists don't usually give their books away for free, but these are unusual times. And my idea is that when people read it, at the bottom there's a suggestion if they would like to make a donation to Say Detroit and our special new project, Detroit Beats COVID-19, which we are going to beat COVID-19. And all the money that would be raised would then go to our relief efforts through that. And it went up on Friday, and it's going to come up every Friday for the next 8 weeks, different chapters. And so far, I think in the first day or two, we raised over $10,000 from people around the world. So all that money will go to our efforts here in Detroit.
Well, let's talk about the money that was raised recently for or by Say Detroit. Talk about that, if you would.
Well, so there were several things. I mean, we gave away $55,000 a couple weeks ago to helping seniors continue to get their homebound meals, helping a quarantine center with the Detroit Rescue Mission, buying masks, helping to try to set up a new mobile testing place. Then last week we gave away the $1.3 million that we made off of the Radiothon because we have to support our local charities. They're in trouble during COVID-19 as well. And, they have bills to pay and they've got employees to pay, and people don't think about giving to charity during a crisis like this. And now the money that we'll raise from this new book, which is called Human Touch, and people can get it, by the way, at humantouchstory.com. You just go there, humantouchstory.com, and you can literally download it for free. And at the end, there's a request, if you have the means, to donate whatever you can to Say Detroit. And all of that will go into the COVID-19, Detroit Beats COVID-19 project, which will continue a lot of the same things, Jason, that we just did with that first $55,000. There's so much need that's going on here, and obviously Detroit is very hard hit. So I'm trying to do my part through my art. That's what I have to offer, so I'm offering it.
Say a few kind words, if you would, about the people who are on the front lines.
Well, you don't need me to add to that chorus. I mean, I try every day. I have a lot of doctors, unfortunately or fortunately, and I try to send them messages every couple of days to just say, hang in there, and everybody appreciates what you're doing and the risks that you're taking. Same for all the nurses, same for all the people who are bagging up groceries at the Kroger's and Trader Joe's of the world, and the people at gas stations. And, it's funny because a lot of those jobs have not been celebrated in the past, and they are being now, and we're appreciating the people who help keep a lot of that stuff going. And in fact, I incorporate that into this story, which is called Human Touch. It takes place here in Michigan. It's about a street corner where there are 4 houses on the street corner, and the families in those houses, and one's a doctor and one's a pastor, and one has kids who work at a pizza parlor, and there's a Chinese-American couple and all that. And it's how they all change as the coronavirus strikes. And so I'm literally writing it in real time, 1 week at a time. I don't know where it's going to end. I don't even know what next week's chapter is going to be, but I file it and then it goes up, and it's set in Michigan because I want to reflect what's going on here. So I'm hopeful that people will find it a good respite and a hopeful story to pass the time, but I'm also hoping that we'll raise money for all the people that you just asked me to mention because they need our help.
Real quick, one more time for the web address to buy the book or
no buying, no money involved here. Humantouchstory.com, humantouchstory.com. If you forget that, just go to mitchalbom.com and it'll direct you there.
Yeah, I said buy. Old habits die hard. And I do see that. I see that blue exercise ball behind you. Do you use that, or is that just a prop?
Yes, I lie down on that frequently. Yeah, backwards and forwards. Yes, that's my idea of big exercise.
All right, Mitch. Thanks for talking to us.